Okay, guys, another race winner video, and once again I have Todd Ulery here. I get sick of this paint job, Todd. Jesus Christ, every week now. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. So this is a car that you just raced the GTE Pro. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And this is the car that just broke the track record. What's the number now? It's 5.6?
5.58, I think.
5.58.
Yeah,
The last record was 5.8. So a lot of improvements from almost like 7 months, I think, last time that we raced this class.
It should be said that Eddie's record was with the stock interiors.
With the stock interiors, yeah. Well, this is another upgrade that we did for this year. We added the lexan drivers. And let's start from there. Like the rule says that you have to have the driver and the helmet painted, and you got here one of the Interlagos miniatures. Lexan drivers that is beautiful painted and decolored. It's a beautiful thing. It's made by Lineu Fernandes from Brazil, and we have here Mr. Ricardo Carneiro from Brazil here too. He probably knows Lineu better than everyone here. So Lineu makes those great Lexan drivers painted, and we just put it here. It's amazing. So let's talk about the car. The car is just a Scaleauto Dodge Viper, which is a very, very low car, very cool car. The car still has the sticker. Todd likes to start the race on white, so he finishes on blue, which is a middle lane, super fast, has some sort of advantage, and he takes out of his way the slow tracks from the beginning. I'm saying something bad now, right? That's the theory, right? That's the strategy.
Yeah, that's the theory. Yeah.
So this car is very similar to what you race at the Scaleauto Festival. So it's probably the same car with a different body, you say, right?
It's the same body. It's a different chassis underneath.
Chassis.
But I mean, I ran the gray chassis in both.
And you running the AS20 tires gray, the same that you need to use the Scaleauto.
Yeah,
so
they worked so well there.
a lot of this car came from the developing that that class, that race. So here, just like a quick look, you have the Dodge Viper, beautiful paint job by Todd using his dark side signature team, whatever you want to call, and then we have some sort of a Wes here to remember Ian, that Ian is with us. So let's talk about the car. We have here, you don't use hubcaps in front, the rule says, but the rules also says that you can use like one of those decorated wheels. Mm-hmm. So I believe this is probably a slotting plus wheel. And then you have here some sort of almost like a screw or a nut to make the wheels independent in front. Also, you can.
So that's Slotting Plus's semi-axle kit that they just came out with.
Semi-axle kit. So this is a new thing, from Scaleauto?
No,
Slotting Plus is Slotting Plus. And then you have two little collars here and two plastic spacers to hold the wheels in place. And then you have those two wheels here, independent systems, pretty cool. You have one of those slot invasion guides, but they don't make for Scaleauto. So which one are you using here? You're using the
slotted. The
slotted will serve for this. Okay, so if you have a Scaleauto car, you want to use one of those slot invasion guides, you can fit the slotted. That's something that you can put on our website too. So the slotted model, besides the fact that says slotted on the guide here, right here, you can also use for Scaleauto. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna tear your car apart.
Well, you already bent the braids.
The braids are out already. So okay, let's take those two guys here. Again, a lot of body movement. I didn't see that before, so I pulled this front one a little bit, but you can see he uses a lot of body movement, and this allows your body goes before your chassis goes, so the body's not going with the chassis when you're in the corner.
And the important thing there to note, and I actually was commenting on this in the DTM video on the comments there, the body's resting on those four outer screws, not on the body posts. Okay. And so running that loose of a body, if it's resting on the body post, is actually not
literally
good.
Resting here.
Yep.
Because the Scaleauto gives you this option, so you can raise the body a little bit and make the how can I tell you that, make the rubbing less. Your body's gonna rubbing way less into the chassis if you have just those 4 points.
It just
here.
puts the contact points on the outside, so
there we go.
It's not flopping around when it's that loose. If it's lifting like the whole weight of the body. So
I thought this would be like a fast, easy video, but oh my God, what have you done here? Jesus Christ, I don't know where
You
to
like the
start.
label on that
Oh
motor?
my, the label's coming
falling
out. There's
apart.
like just 5 different types of glue. Oh God. So okay, let's go here. You have some sort of a spacer, and also you can call it a ballast. Slotting Plus make those.
One of these
Scaleauto
days, I'm going to get that thing on a scale
weighted,
to
right?
show you it's
Yeah,
not very
I
heavy
kind of
at
don't
all.
like it, but yeah, okay, but you can do it. It's legal. Here you go. You have this big spacer here that gives you a better movement.
That's more importantly than any weight, because we don't consider the weight with that. It's that it covers the whole plate.
The whole
and
plate,
so
yeah.
it gives it like a smoother action.
And as you can see, he preps his wires very well. So if the car breaks or deslotted, the guide is always on top on the front. There's no space on the guide. The guide's placed perfect. If you're doing a car today, if you have any sort of movement in your guide, you're doing it wrong. You need to try to remove. The guide needs to be tight and proper, and move like as supposed to. He has like 2 little pieces of weight on the side and one like 2 small discs right in the middle. He does a small alteration here. He takes some flash here of the plastic, so he can place this in the middle. A lot of people talk about this during the Scaleauto festival, but that's something okay. About the tire, you have a slotted wheel, I believe, magnesium.
Sideways magnesium.
Sideways magnesium. All right, very similar to slotted. And then you have the air system wheels with 4 inserts inside, right?
Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Another of those collars here on the side, just like the ones that he's using right in front. And here in the back, he uses the suspension system from Scaleauto, but instead of springs, he has a couple of dampeners here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the movement is minimal, and he is moving here. So it's some sort of a way to to make it not that strong when you have the springs, but it still have some movement here.
There's not as much actual travel as a spring,
okay.
But it gets
some sort of a softener feel, soft feel.
Helps with hookup out of the corners and
okay.
Just overall keeping the tires in contact with the
Other
track.
than that, you guys might think this is weird. He's using NSR motor because this class you can only use this NSR long can motor. So you can have any car you want and any brand you want, but you need to install the motor. So this makes the field plain. Different manufacturers, they offer the same sort of a GT car, but with different motors. So a way that we found to make everybody the same, at least the motor needs to be the same. Here's when we get interesting. This is a tube.
Mm-hmm.
What is this doing here? I'm gonna give you 15 minutes to explain. So I'm leaving. Bye. No. Okay.
So the tube really, because this car has ball bearings that are allowed in this class, the tube connects the inner races of the ball bearings together. So it keeps the bearings parallel, but it also just locks all that together. So the axle is spinning only on the races of the bearings. So if you were to take off the pinion or the spur and just spin the rear wheel, they'll spin for a really long time. I spend a lot of time on that, getting it so that there's no hang up in the rotation of the axle.
Is this a tube that we have for sale or something that you just cut?
I cut it, but you could easily use the NSR F1 brass spacers are pretty long. They're like 9.5 millimeters.
So just put them here.
In fact, on Herman's car, that's what I think it is. It's just two of those, and then that's not just one spacer. It's a big spacer, and then I'll use little ones, the thinner like slotting plus ones, to get it exactly.
So I can feel
length.
that it's moving with the axle. So, but it's also a little bit independent. So it's brass. Do you have some sort of a pressure for the bearings too, or is just like
Everything's
sitting there?
put tight? So
okay.
that's why the
here.
length is important, because you want to be able to tighten that down fully.
Yeah.
So there's no the only slop is the actual slop of the inner race and the ball.
And remember, guys, if you're watching this and not agreeing with what he's saying, this is the track holder. So come here and do better. Other than that, I can see brass screws all around. Those ones a little bit bigger. Are those the conical ones that Scaleauto offer, or just like flat head ones? Yeah, it's on the side.
The sides are NSR screws.
Okay.
And that's because I want the sides to run out of travel before the other ones do.
So it's just fixing the pot in space. And in front you have smaller ones with dampeners on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Great. So what kind of dampener is that?
Too.
Is that something that you can tell us or no?
Yeah, it's just a silicone O-ring.
Silicone O-rings. You see, I don't know if the camera can catch it, but very small here, silicone O-ring. So this is the smoothest car we have on the track. Track holder, beautiful job. About the space, the rule says that we need to have a 1 millimeter clearance here, and only on the back, below the axle. Those Scaleauto cars, they tend to because the plastic is not that firm, so they tend to lower this space. So sometimes when we're checking, this is lower than the axle, so that's why the rule says only under the axle. Other than that, if you put it in a flat space, guide is pretty planted, even if you take the braids out, and you have minimum space here. The wheels probably are touching. Of course, they're touching, but it's very minimum, very small, very low. Super cool car, Todd. Thank you very much for coming here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for the race. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, well deserved, man.
Appreciate it.